configuration. Yep, the Civ VI AI League. I'm going to load it. Yep. And 9 people, one being the spectator. Right, the almighty spectator, ancient era, king, standard. So this is the second game of the League 1. I mean, the Civ VI AI League. We're going for the first round, match 3. Why match 3 instead of match 2? Because today is July 4th, and in America, so not me, but Americans, this is their Independence Day. So let's accommodate them. Accommodate them for this. So yeah, for the Americans, let's see why is it there. Okay, I'm going to adjust a little bit first. A monitor from Nubia. This is not the thing. And then we have the Cyrus of Persia. Cyrus of Persia. The third one is Gorgo of Greece. Gorgo. After this, we have Christina of Sweden. Christina of Sweden. Montezuma with the Aztecs. Montezuma. Yep, it's you, Montezuma. Number 6 is Palmaker of Crete. Palmaker of Crete. Wait a minute, I guess no. Oops. I'm going to change it. I've made a mistake here. July 4th, I guess I've messed up with another, the second round. Second round is indeed there. So I'm going to, wait. I'm going to change the title later. So yeah. Instead, we're going to have all change. We are going to change everything. I'm going to load it again. I'm going to load configuration. Start with spectator as usual. So we are going to start with Magnificent Catherine first. Magnificent Catherine. Where are you? Yeah, Magnificent Catherine. We get Frederick, Germany. Frederick Barbarossa of Germany. Viga, Poland. Jadwiga. Lautaro of Mapuche. Not Lady Six Guy, no. Lautaro. Pedro of Brazil. Pedro of Brazil. Sultan Saladin of Arabia. Saladin Sultan. The Boomos. The key player here is this. We are here to put Boomos in. And the last one is Wilhelmina of the Netherlands. Wilhelmina of Netherlands. So yeah, Catherine, Magnificent Catherine, Frederick Barbarossa, Jadwiga, Lautaro, Pedro, Saladin, Teddy Roosevelt, and Wilhelmina. Boomos, not Rough Rider. Rough Rider is on the other group. Gathering Storm, King, Ancient Era, Standard, Sharp City State, these are 2, Shuffle, Standard, yep, just like that. So, here we go, and let's start the game. So, how's the situation here? I will drop frames. Is it good? We are going to wait for who's there, whoever's there. We are waiting. We are waiting for whoever's that being here. I thought it's match 3, but it's actually match 8. It's not 8. Is it 8? Yeah, match 8. Come on. So okay, let's start. We're going to have, let's see, Mula Mapu. That's Mapuche. Mapuche is on the confluence of multiple rivers. One, two, three. This is three river system. Okay, near Earth, Mall. Moving on to the west, there's Paris. This is, it looks like it's the continent's map. Paris is on the Rhine River, which flows from south to north direction, which is on the same water basin as this connects. To the Mapuche, to the east we have Cairo. Cairo is in the Arctic, not desert. And Zanzibar is this. Okay, where are the other sea for the continent? Okay, so this is Arma. Washington is at the south, Mississippi River on the south. To the north, we have Rio de Janeiro, that's in the middle of the forest, on a lake. There's a lake there. Amsterdam is near the coast, but not quite. There's a mountain range to the east of it, but it's near the end of the mountain range. Where are Jadwiga and Frederick Barbarossa? Jadwiga, Krakow. Krakow is uh, at the western continent. Again, it's near Cairo or Cairo to the south, Mapuche is at the west, not at the same basin. And Frederick Barbarossa, that's the last one. It looks like it's at the peninsula. Asian is a peninsula on that continent. Okay, look at the signs. Everyone's normal. Let's look at the tags. Some go for mining first, some go for sailing, some go for astrology, some go bronze working. Paris already starting for the second city. And you got Amsterdam. Okay, look at this. The Americans also did the second city. Rio have the second Porto Alegre. Okay, the barbarians doing some stuff, harassing Paris and the French. Okay, so Germany is going to set out of the peninsula, probably going to the same river basin as the Mapuche and Catherine. Rio de Janeiro is going to have the third city soon. Washington has only two cities right now. Netherlands have only one, and it has two actually. Amsterdam, Haarlem. Bordeaux is going for bronze working, so go for early empire military. Looks like this one can be promoted. Okay, I'm going to click it in. Look at, okay, there are only a few meet each other. I'm going to press back. Return to game, of course. Look at this, barbarian camp is going to be gone soon. Okay, so Pico Mapu. Okay, you might see is smarter than vanilla, but not quite smart. Later on, you'll see based on the situation of the first game. So yeah, we're going for standard 500 turns, king difficulty. Look at this. Brazil have third city by now. Currently we have turn 37. Fortaleza is the third city. France have third city with Amboise and Bordeaux. Okay, so Mapuche is 2, but it's going to settle third 2. Germany versus Frankfurt, but it's flipping 16 turns. That's not good. Then again, probably going to have the third city to support it, and it's going to grow. How fast is it dropping? Okay, with the governor is 6. Washington, New Orleans, the third city from Washington will be coming soon. Poland currently have 3 cities: Gdansk, Krakow, Lodz. Sorry if I butchered the cities' names. You have Poland or any other country. The Asian is now at 3 people. Okay, look at this. Philadelphia, Washington. Look at the barbarians. Horseback archery, Western navigation. This looks like a classical era attack. Oops, I forgot to click. Wilhelmina first. Okay, so you're going for. Come on, man. I need to see Says your navigation is a classical era tag. Yep, it's right here. Options, audio. Yeah, I think his audio is broken for today. Uh, I'm going to exit first. I'll be right back. Okay. We are going to wait for the moment because, well, an attempted scam call. So yeah, Malaysia. Okay, this is a common problem when it comes to this is a common problem when it comes to calls. So I have to deal with it. Back to the game. Is it ready? Look at game capture. Hopefully it's hopefully there will be sound this time, right? Since we have restarted, right? So yeah, when it comes to sound, I didn't mess up. So yeah, so we are back. When it comes to matchmaking, we didn't mess up this time. Standard shuffle, ancient era, free for all. We are ready. Okay, so this is the Netherlands. Okay, the Netherlands point of view. Netherlands has discovered chocolate hills. How about Teddy? We have seen 3 cities. There is a 4. Charleston is the newest one. Saladin. Saladin, there's 3 cities. Cairo, Mecca, Medina. Okay, so yeah, Mapuche. There's also 3 cities. Frankfurt stable. Netherlands currently stuck at 2 cities. Has the third settlers coming. Maybe they're going to put near the Moose River at the northeast. Okay, so here we go. Frankfurt, okay, Bordeaux, the fourth city is La Rochelle. La Rochelle is in the west, which is neighbor to Geneva. Okay, the ancient era is ending soon. Look at this. Some Brazil have fourth city with Belém, entering the classical era. Okay, the ancient era, the turns are going really fast, so that's for sure. In classical era, we have seen two golden ages and one dark age. Pedro had the golden age, Saladin got the golden age, and Yadviga got the dark age. Whoa, it's Yadviga and not. It's Yadviga and not Wilhelmina. Okay, let's go to the text. Political philosophy, and now when it comes to civics, and look at the text. Brazil is pretty far ahead when it comes to the technology. Classical era, since they're the late classical era, not the early classical era. So yeah, there's a war right here between France and Germany, and there is a high risk, yes, high risk that Frankfurt will fall. Look at this. Wow, 3 HP. Just 3 HP. That's that close. But Germany is safe for now. Germany is safe for now. Is at war with Magnificent Catherine. Okay, look at everyone else. Everyone else, they're not at war with each other. So, yeah, Frankfurt is safe for now. Comes to the other places. Look at Krakow. Okay. Look at Amsterdam, though. They're under siege. This is going to happen to the development a lot. Though luckily for Amsterdam, it's not going to fall because it's the original capital. Captured, that will be bad news. Okay, barbarians are also ravaging the northern Mapuche, the eastern Mapuche lands, northeast Mapuche lands, like here, barbarians near Paiti, Frankfurt has been captured by France, but it's going to flip really soon. Who get the golden age? Both of them got the noble age. Okay, Naka, Aleppo. He doesn't have Medina. So he got Mecca, and Aleppo. This one is got the barbarians harassing Mecca. And when it comes to religion, is there any religion by now? Yes, there are three. Catholicism by Germany, Islam by Arabia, Shinto of Poland. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, hello. Hello there, Moy Cutie. How's the day? Okay, now here we go, and it comes to this. Okay, look at all the cities fighting. Let's look at this. Okay, now Magdeburg is under siege. With the settler is going to run away. Frankfurt, this is horrible news for Germany because look at this. The archer can be promoted, but now, oh, I'm going to click it. Catherine's Frankfurt is stable. That's bad news for it. What is going on? Sacrifice troops for the offense. Wow. Frederick. Now, Frankfurt flip. Flip becomes a free city. And it's going to flip to who? Lautaro. Lautaro is not Germany. Is Lautaro having a golden age? Nope. That's free city. That's free city for Lautaro then. And there's a man at arms. Man at arms. That means Catherine of Medici has entered the medieval era along with Pedro. And Pedro is somewhere in the middle, which is pretty safe. And Pedro has a high science output followed by Lautaro. Okay, the great work created right there. Rio de Janeiro. Oh, I'm going to click the Pedro. Pedro's great works. Why I can't click anything? Okay, this is great people. Not great works. Great works. Yeah. So back to the observer's eyes. Look at this. Oh, crack. Look at the religion. I think there's still three. Yep. Three. This is still early on when it comes to religion. When it comes to civics, let's look who's ahead. It's Pedro. Pedro is ahead in both science and culture. That'll be good news for Pedro for now. Look at who's the largest city. Currently, Brazil has 5. Amsterdam at 6. The Americans, the Roosevelt have 4. Washington, New Orleans at 4. When it comes to Yadviga cities, that's Krakow at no, not Krakow. There's lots at 6. When it comes to Mapuche, Mula Mapu at 7. Frankfurt indeed flipped to Mapuche. And when it comes to France, the largest city is Paris at 6. Germany's Magdeburg at 6. Yeah, so 7 is the largest for now. With Mula Mapu. And when it comes to combat, okay, there's a horseman, some horsemen. Okay. Wait, let me check. It's because odd. I'm not going to press Alt tab often like everyone else. So yeah, let me switch the position. Hopefully I don't accidentally disconnect. Yeah, but then they disconnected. That's bad news. I need to know where am I going to do. Okay, the Civ VI AI League quality. Okay, so okay, Frankfurt is now have wars. Who's at war with each other now? Let's look at this. Netherlands is peace with everyone. So the Roosevelt, yeah. Come on, man. Classical era, right? Classical era, probably. Lautaro, everyone's at peace. Oh, sorry for the echo there, by the way. This is the own stream. I use my second screen, using my phone as a second screen. So yeah, look at this. Who's at war with each other? I think this is a disaster struck. Disaster struck Poland. I don't think Poland's at war with Mapuche. Yep, it doesn't have any wars. So Mapuche, Puel Mapu, there's what? Mamu Mapu is not really, it's not really in good shape, but I don't think it's, yep, it's full royalty in 1 turn, so it's safe. That's going to end soon as well. Look at who, okay, are they still at war? Look at Catrino Medici. Yep, they are still at war. Nantes is founded, north of Bordeaux. Frankfurt is flipping. Yes, Frankfurt is flipping. But I guess Mapuche is going to get a golden age soon though, so it doesn't really matter anyway. Okay, look at Mapuche. I think this was the open borders. It's the open borders and not war. Wait, they're indeed at war. And Amboa is flipping in 56 turns, so that's not going to be, there's no big deal unless Mapuche got golden age and France not. They are currently both at normal age. So that's this, and then this Fortaleza, Belém. This new city is going to be founded in Chocolate Hills or something, I guess. Chocolate Hill is a wonder. The area south of Cairo, the Arabian belt is very uninhabited. Arabia is stuck at 3 cities, looks like. And going for religion instead. And when it comes to religion, there should be 4 or 5 by now, right? Fourth one is done, Protestantism by Netherlands, which is newly founded, by the way. Yep, okay, the Bavarian camp, the ravaged Amsterdam before has become Venice. Okay, there's two headers by The newer barbarians. Okay, when it comes to cities, Americans have 5. Okay, Brazil have 5 or 6. South Louis is founded. And here we go, medieval era. Ambo is not sleeping. So yeah, we got the heroic age, Lautaro golden age, Pedro golden age, and then Catherine is the only one with normal age. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to look at the overall first. Barbarossa dark age, Saladin dark, Roosevelt dark age, Wilhelmina dark age. Shift enter. Okay, let's continue. So yeah, so I'm going to force non-interaction with it. Here comes. Here we go. Okay, I'm back. You were right. Looks like Lautaro was going for monarchy. Technology. Yeah, Pedro has entered the Renaissance era. Force is still stuck in the classical era. And when it comes to civics, yep, Pedro entered the Renaissance, but everyone else is still in the medieval or even classical era. Okay, these are all newly recruited. I mean, they are mercenaries from Fez. When it comes to Fez is definitely okay. So look at so many Yaviga suzerain of Brussels. Brussels is okay. It's in the middle of Poland, so that's not an issue. Caguana, that is Roosevelt, yeah, that makes sense. Jerusalem for Saladin, yeah, makes sense. Because all of the first suzerains are going to be at the close to the home nation. Okay, let's look at score. Lautaro, Pedro is currently ahead. Lautaro, okay, Frankfurt is stable. The, re- the religion war, Lautaro's not interested. When it comes to Lautaro, Lautaro is at war with Catherine of Medici. Catherine, yeah, with Germany, but Germany doesn't have the capability to move beyond Nantes though because Frankfurt has been blocked by, well, that's Lautaro City by now. Amboa is slowly flipping, but really slow, 400 plus. I guess it's fine. And look at the barbarians. The barbarians are really in safe spot. It's exposed. Yep. Disbanded. Okay, okay. Yeah. So Catherine is going for castles when it comes to domination victory, culture victory. There's Brazil's currently ahead, religious. There's Arabia with most cities. Poland at diplomatic 3 points. Well, there are two with 0 points. Wilhelmina. Okay, so here we go. Is there any other wars though? Let's look at Netherlands, good relations with Brazil. Oh, okay, this. Come on. How about Yadviga? Yadviga has bad relations with the neighbors, but there's no war so far. So the only one is between these three, which is Germany plus Mapuche against France. So, yep, that's a gift to Mapuche. The Knights is going to be built soon as well. Let's look at this. Okay, Netherlands stuck at 3 cities. Natal is founded, which is actually a smart move to avoid damage though. The river basin goes through Natal, Belém, Salvador, Bahia, and on the other branches it goes to Mid. Yeah, this South Louis on the other basin connected to Auckland. And when it comes to the major river basin, the largest river basin is probably The largest river basin is probably near this Mapuche, France. The Mapuche, France, Germany basin. Yep. This is the continental border, I guess, with this mountain range. The continents. Okay, let's look at this. Louis. There's a new barbarian camp. This Spearman, this Grey Rat, this Grey Rat. I don't know if we have Namado and Zanzibar. Let's see who's in this. Oh, okay. None of them are suited each other. Based on this, there are zero envoys. Zero envoys. The Amsterdam Strange Religion is probably going to set a new city. Now finally they are able to set a new cities, but it's pretty late right now. It's going to far behind, ahead of Jadwiga though. Wait, Wilhelmina is actually in the Renaissance era ahead of most others. Wilhelmina, let's look at attack 42, Saladin 28, 20. 20! Okay, Wilhelmina is still, still in the medieval era when it comes to civics. Pedro is further ahead, and Lautaro and Roosevelt. Roosevelt is a late game Civ, so this is actually an amazing one for Roosevelt. If you don't look at number of cities, that's pretty low. Pedro is already starting to go for nationalism. Pedro is already going for nationalism. That's industrial era and forms core. And forms core. Look at this. Heavy chariot. Heavy chariot, right? That's ancient era tech. And nationalism. Industrial era. I guess his research tonight, I guess, because he's in the Renaissance era. Startup is medieval. So look at this. Okay, the gunpowder definitely needs startups. So yeah, let's look at the score. How about gold? Yeah, probably because there's not enough money without the needed policy. Okay, France continues the expansion to the south. Arabia, these homes. Dalmeta, they're starting to enter to the Antarctic. Okay, there's a new city, Rotterdam. Rotterdam is a has a mountain range on the north. The rest, which is to the east of all the other cities of Wilhelmina. Okay, so there's Manaus as well, which is about at the same mountain range that extends all the way to Belém or even Cahokia. Okay, when it comes to Nantes is flipping. Next turn. Yep, Nantes flip. Who are they rebelling to? Actually, it's have to look at next turn to see because he just flip. Mm-hmm. Despite being a normal age, look at Lautaro Golden Age. I think it's likely to wait. It's flipping back. It's flipping back to Catherine. So yeah, there will be some setbacks unless Lautaro going to exploit it, which I don't think so. With 10 turns, Aleppo is building a synagogue. How did I accidentally turn down the volume? I don't know. Okay, Germany's can dominate 7 cities. Cannot enhance. Aleppo's Islam three the Saladins 1, 2, 3. When it comes to Shinto, that's fully enhanced. 11 city by Jadwiga. Protestant Amsterdam that's not enhanced. And Orthodox Brazil which is a new religion, so no, it's impossible to be enhanced. Since it's just 3 cities, not even the core areas, right? It's just Sao Luis, Manaus, and Rio de Janeiro. Okay, let's look at the relations. Oh, yep. Saladin's at war with Yadviga, so look at this. Yadviga. Warrior Monks is decent at this stage of the game though. I think this one 40 is comparable to Man at Arms. Maybe a little weaker, but it does has unique advantages. Okay, now this flip back. Indeed, flip back to France. They're going to flip it back. But they don't want to be part of France. If you want to be part of France, or don't want to be part of France, this is confusing, isn't it? Okay, Damascus is falling down with catapults and so many warrior monks. Damascus is falling. Yep, they are now part of Poland. And worse, they're going to. Then let me flipping back to Arabia because yeah, we got the heroic age, Saladin the dark age. If they can, we don't even know if Damascus is going to flip back to Saladin in the next era because it's ending anyway. This era is ending anyway. World enters the Renaissance era. Look at this. Germany got the heroic age, and Roosevelt got the heroic age. Brazil got the dark age. Everyone else normal age. So it's going to flip anyway. Indeed, it's even faster because Aachen is a major city. So there's Magdeburg, and in the last era, Germany was in a dark age. Let's look at the research. So there are three ahead: Catherine Medici, Lautaro, Pedro. They are ahead in tax, followed by Amsterdam. Okay, Pedro is already in the industrial era. Yes, already industrial. When it comes to civics, so yep, okay. City, Washington is 7. Charleston is the largest in America at 10. And comes to Brazil, Porto. Is this Porto Alegre? Okay, they're starting to build Musketmen by now. When it comes to Netherlands, that's Harlem at 10. Jadwiga, okay, yeah, they're stable. Damascus at 6. Krakow at 8. Krakow is the largest in Poland. Jadwiga. Mulumapu at 14. That's a really big city. Paris at 12. Aachen at 11. So yeah, okay, looks like Mapuche is at war with someone. Mapuche. Yep, Jadwiga no longer with Catherine, but to the east is Jadwiga. So Damascus is going to the major battling point. And look at Jadwiga, is it still fighting with Saladin? Yes, the only neighbors are both at war with you. This is a bad news. Then again, Jadwiga has a pretty decent army, right? Jadwiga 354. Not for offense, but defensively, it's fine. Since Saladin doesn't really have any army at this point, even though Lautaro has double. You cannot go for offense, but if you go for defense, it's fine. You are fine. And when it comes to the other one, Nantes is flip again. Is going to flip back soon as well. Flip back to France. And then look at Rowan. Okay, Dijon. This is the Arctic cities. They are useless at this point of the game, but in the future maybe because there's so much oil in this area, maybe even coal. Okay, Araba have you a catapult when it comes to reset the highest science button. Yep, Lautaro is the first to enter industrial era. And when it comes to culture is Lautaro as well. Oh, okay, I clicked the wrong one. Like this Lautaro is actually pretty far back because just how far they had Teddy and Pedro is at this point. Oh wow, this city has been raised by Lautaro because there's no way Lautaro can keep the city anyway. as the H1, yeah. Germany and okay. This is the tug of war that we are talking about. It's that close. Okay. Mapuche peace out with everyone else. Mapuche peace out about Yakviga. Yakviga still at war with Arabia. So yeah, poor Arabia, who's going to get pressed down like this. Though Arabia is not even last place when it comes to size, because just look at this. Let's stuck at 3 cities, the third one's even in the middle of one town island. Yep, this area all belongs to the coast, all belongs to Aachen. Even America is still have some decent amount of land. And if Netherlands want to build new cities, it can. There's still road out like here across the mountain range, somewhere like this window of the Arctic, but still there's something. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, Lautaro is currently the highest in there when it comes to world rankings. Mapuche is indeed leading. Come on, come on. Are they moving? No. Yep, Lautaro is currently at the same level as Pedro, but Lautaro has more signs. When it comes to culture, Brazil is slightly ahead, but not that far. Domination, not really. Religion is currently at 2111, and there are still large areas not yet converted. And when it comes to deeper point, spectator here, I don't want spectator to be easy. Let's say 4433 2211. Out of this, Lautaro is further ahead. Okay, Zanzibar, is there any war? Look at Pedro is really at war with Roosevelt. Let's look at Roosevelt. Looks like there isn't any army just yet. This is probably, and yeah, it's probably a newly declared war. Saladin with Yakviga. Frederick doesn't have any war. Catherine zero. Lautaro is also not a war. Wilhelmina is not a war. Okay, there's Nakmapu. Nulumapu is going to have to and the trebuchet. When it comes to the largest city, I think Nulumapu is still the largest city, is it? It's close to 15. Wait, that's a new wonder. What is it? Colossus. Colossus is the one with trade route. Yep, it's going for the trade route. So it makes sense for Netherlands because the bonuses depend on trade routes. Krakow is going for settlers. Okay, Cairo is under attack, but looks like it is definitely defendable. So yep, she retreats the troops. And we go to France. Amboy is flipping. Despite being cat, wait, this is Germany's religion. I don't think Catherine any though, because yeah, Arabia, Poland, Netherlands, Brazil. So it doesn't, because this is she's for any religion, so it's not going to affect the loyalty. It's not going to deal with the loyalty issues. There's no loyalty issues. Okay, Victoria, the Rotterdam. Mm-hmm. Brazil overtook Lautaro when it comes to science pattern. Then again, they are similar. Okay, they are tug of war. They are probably tied first. Okay, Lafka Mapu is right at the doorstep of Cinquetti. When it comes to Poland, the Wroclaw Kalisz has been founded. Okay, this is pretty good for Poland since She's going all in on religion, and like Arabia. Just look at Arabia, they're currently having a pretty tough time as well. Because other than Aleppo, we had 12 people by the way. Other than Aleppo, the rest are getting pressed down by Poland. Okay, when it comes to America, the largest Charleston, probably found new city somewhere soon. Okay, the fifth city, okay, this one is Victoria, this one is going to need to found city even further away. Probably in the middle of the Arctic. Loyalty pressure is going to be significant since it's far away from the other Netherlands cities. Plus, it got sealed off. Wilhelmina is a suzerain of Mitlado. That's a consolation so that it can go out in the first place. Okay, Ambua, yeah, it's going back because of population change. In Bordeaux, Paris, Ambua. Let me have a little sip. The bombards are there. I think Pedro and Wilhelmina is at war with each other. Yes, it is. Harlem being the looks like it's going to be the first victim. Harlem is going to be the first victim. Okay, and it got raised. The thing, yep. So Wilhelmina lost the city right there. This is a dire situation because Era, well, Wilhelmina is as far back when it comes to science. Though it's in the middle of the pack, but it's behind intact, like the bottom. Frederick at least don't have to worry about the hungry warrior. Is still at peace. In fact, Frederick Barbarossa had good relations with the Mapuche. Catherine, oh yep. So Germany just took Nantes by loyalty flipping. Now it's back to 4 cities. Though it's not Frankfurt, but Nantes, which is way smaller. Okay, because of Frankfurt is slowly losing loyalty, but it's fine. 300 plus turns is not going to affect much. And look at Lautaro, Lautaro normal age, Frederick at golden age, heroic age nonetheless. And Rotterdam, I don't know what will happen next. I live for the religion spreaders going everywhere. When Temapu is founded in the Antarctic. Okay, this one, sure, this area is pretty useless, but for now, but when the ice melts, there will be a passive Antananarivo. This way, it will be useful in the late game, just a late game though. Venice is a tributary of Pedro. Amsterdam is in trouble. It's going to get pillaged everywhere, I guess. And then it's founded in place of the ruins, which is probably just southeast of it. Okay. Luckily for Netherlands, the one attacking is a city-state. If not, one horseman, bye-bye. Okay, let's see. Who's at war with each other though? Catherine is not at war. Frederick Barbarossa not at war. Mapuche not at war. Jadwiga not at war. Pedro at war with Wilhelmina, Saladin. Yeah. So, yep, that's it. And when it comes to troops, Lautaro have a lot of troops, but no one dares to declare war, and because of that, no one dares to declare war on it. So I want to say something is that if if Lautaro indeed go to war with Germany, Germany is doomed. Plus 10 because of the heroic age for Lautaro. Germany is plus 10 for heroic age. That means Lautaro is going to be stronger, plus 10. So they need to be careful, especially something like Magdeburg, example. Will probably not going to happen since the era is going to end anyway. The walls are built. The city of the Arctic, I don't know who's going to actually encounter it. When it comes to this, most areas are probably settled except the uninhabitable areas and some isolated islands like Armagh Anshan or the northern peninsula like the Vatican City and Vilnius. Vatican City probably has a suzerain? No. There is no suzerain of Vatican City. Vilnius, not even have to say anything. Bologna is currently Bomos. Who are these two? Armagh, no suzerain. Anshan, where's Anshan? No suzerain. Okay. We are now with no army because it's one. Where are your troops? Heading east? Where you parking in the eastern area? Lautaro is currently ahead in tech because in the late industrial era. Catherine and Pedro in the early industrial era, and the rest are all in the late Renaissance. So this is pretty tightly packed. When it comes to civics, there are three in modern era. There's Lautaro, Pedro, Roosevelt. One in the industrial era. There's Medici. Three in the Renaissance era, and lastly we have Barbarossa stuck in medieval era civic. The civic development is really bad. Then again, with this just four cities, it survived, right? Trier, Nantes, Aachen, Magdeburg. The largest city is it go to anywhere in Brazil? Okay, St. Louis, Natal. Doesn't look like it. Charleston at 12, 15. Amsterdam, 10. Aleppo, 13. Riga cities doesn't look like any of it is really big in particular. France, the largest France is Paris. So it's Mulumapu, followed by Aachen, and that's the largest two cities. Clear two largest cities, and we are now in the industrial era. Industrial era, we have Catherine the Golden Age, Brazil in Dark Age, and everyone else Normal Age. Pedro in Dark Age. Okay, so let's see. And some religion. Look at religion. Germany has intensities. Arabia Islam 11, Shinto's Poland 20, Protestant Amsterdam 7, Orthodox Brazil 22. That means the religious war we will talk of war between Poland and Brazil. And when it comes to this, Brazil leading religious victory, Brazil leading cultural victory, Brazil leading in size victory. That's a lot. That's a lot. So here we go. Look at when it comes to science, Lautaro is currently pretty far ahead. When it comes to science pattern, then again, Brazil have two extra attacks right now. Okay, look at the wonders. The wonders, okay, so this one is the harbor. Is there any wonders around here? Amsterdam, we see this. What's this? Menakishi Temple. Brazil's Brazil's Rio doesn't have Apadana, and this one is the Etamanaki, and Monkey. New Orleans, there's two. Okay, that's Temple of Artemis and North, and start with a Great Bath. Washington doesn't have any though. And when it comes to Lautaro, there's Angkor Wat and Ngulumapu. This is the worst encampment I've ever seen. Because while you're building there, you should build a more exposed area where you can shoot enemies. Where the barbarian packet shot right there? Is it spies? But I don't think neighborhoods have been unlocked yet. Wait. Neighborhoods are in civics, right? If I'm not mistaken. Modern era civic. Urbanization. Oh, yeah. 4 have been unlocked, like Lautaro included. Lautaro included. Okay, when it comes to look at the relations, okay, Catherine. Come on. Okay. Inapia Mapu has been settled in the northern peninsula. Is there anyone at war? Yes, we are in Brazil is still at war with each other. Come on. So yeah, not at war. You know, it's just explain. Yeah, Viga, Barbarossa. Yeah, it's kind of the only war. Though right now, major setback for Amsterdam with 48 signs. Only ahead of Federal Barbarossa, we stuck at 30. Look at the research. Yeah, 422. And we come to Civic. Civic is at 41, which is also pretty far behind everyone else. Federal Barbarossa is in Renaissance era. Saladin Mina is pretty far back as well. Yeah, we got it already in the industrial era. Okay, so we open the Mapu. Okay. When it comes to science victory, okay, Brazil Lautaro, this tree, we have the lion tree, Brazil, Lautaro, Catherine, there's the 3 lions of science, because Roosevelt is pretty far behind. And when it comes to diplomatic victory, Lautaro's currently 7 diplomatic points. When it comes to religion, again, there's still Takabo between Brazil and Poland, Pedro and Javiga. But so far they're competing for their respective continents, so they're not going out of the continent just yet because Brazil is really lucky that America has no religion. Vilhelmina is weak. Or Poland is a strong Mapuche, even though there's no religion. That means a large area means there will be a competition with Germany who can just go from northwest, but it's weak. Arabia also has its own religion, even if declining. And look at the religion, it's like 12, 10, 21, 8, 24. So, unlike the first game, these religions are all stand strong against each other for now. Because at this point, turn 247, one of the religions in game 1 has already died out, like 0 cities. So, for Matias, by the way, and yeah, look at the text. What the text they're researching right now. Come on. Hey. Yeah, okay. So currently, we are going for ballistics, we have military slow, military tactics, economics, replaceable parts, industrialization. So yeah, Lautaro and Pedro are going for modern era tech, which, yeah, this is also their first modern day era. No, economics still industrial era, replaceable parts is the modern era tech. So it's Brazil is going to kickstart. They're currently F5 when it comes to tech pattern. So they currently have the 3 lions and 5 everyone else. 3 lions and 5 everyone else. Industrialization, the square rigging. Okay, okay. When it comes to Civics, Roosevelt and Pedro ahead, followed by Catherine and Lautaro, followed by a really big gap before Viga Mina, Barbarossa or Saladin. Saladin is falling behind. Really bad. And when it comes to the west, okay, so everyone stay on the front line that is stable. Victoria's declining orthodoxy religion, this is normal. America there's a knights, okay, the skirmisher, are they at war with each other? Is anyone else? Let's see. No, they are not at war. Okay, the peace out thief, Lamina, this is Pedro. Yeah, big guy, are you at war with anyone? No. Hmm. Look at this. Okay, we have unclaimed the Netherlands. Netherlands currently a pretty decent sized empire, I guess. Campinas, so Campinas, Maceo. Maceo is Maceo Maceo. Okay. So yeah. There's still there's still so many trebuchet, German lands, printing. Printing is really far back. Both Lautaro and Pedro are going for flight. Yeah. And there is the same, basically the same totalitarianism. We know which government is going. Civil engineering goes to civil engineering. Let's look at the government. The governments don't be okay. Classical republic, monarchy, classical republic, fascism. Yeah, this was just another fascism. Monarchy, classical republic, offensive because these were the military ones. Military, economic, diplomatic. These are the 3 fields of the 3 ideologies. Okay, let me find. Oh yeah, that's a policies. Right. Let me choose a random one. Let's Lautaro. Okay, where the policies? Yeah, government. Government choose policies. So Poland has the third alternative. Yeah. So one of these. Okay, for settlers. Settlers isn't really useful anymore. This is Mapuche. How about Mapuche's tag tree? We can see the tag of civics because, well, government, like has great people. Okay, they cannot recruit because it's from a spectator's perspective. Yeah, everything can recruit. Who's at war with? Who's at war? Okay, Lautaro's at war with both Catherine and Saladin. And when it comes to army, come on. Army, when it comes to this, Lautaro is currently second place when it comes to army size. But okay, Germany technically has a first, but they're all more like a lot of trebuchets and water monks. I can't believe this is not vanilla AI. Because attack, yep. Okay, Lautaro and Pedro are going for flight. Team power, ballistics. Saladin is further back again. Okay, nationalism is coming. Scorch Earth. Okay, Teddy Roosevelt's power has started to come out. The atomic era. Atomic era civics right now. Let's look at the area. Atomic era civics. Bomos, right? What's this? What's this improvement? I can't see. Okay, so there are this is the three cities of the Northern Peninsula: Pelemapu, Inapijamapu, Filemapu. Okay, when it comes to Dalmatia, they're finally going for the new settler. When it comes to score still is further back, better further ahead, 700 plus. But and it looks a lot more gradient. So yeah. And when it comes to wars, Lautaro and Saladin look like much. Okay, when it comes to religion, just Lautaro is just doing his own thing. Because Lautaro doesn't have any religion anyway. Let's look at, well, Pedro. What does Pedro have? Okay, more culture. Or each needs a co-power plant, resource upgrades, logistics, Levianas, military resource, rush. Diplomatically is pretty useless at this point in the game because Brazil probably already have, well, envoys. I can see. I can see. Next okay, so okay, Campo Grande is founded right at the eastern end of the continent. Eastern end, going for the eastern Baltimore. Okay, let's look at the wars. Who's at war? The peace out with both. Okay, Brazil. Yeah, we got at war with Saladin and Catherine. Catherine isn't going to do anything because it's far away. But Saladin, though, it can pose a threat. Jeddah having played in place of Damascus, who got raised really early on. Which got um, the ruins, the ruins is just two spots away. Yep, there's the ruins of the city. Okay, so let's look at it comes to this. Look at their line infantries, gurus. So these are large areas. Okay, Washington, New Orleans. Paris, Board is going for builder. Well, I think this is a Broadway. The Broadway is going for Paris. That's a good choice, to be honest. Since Catherine is the fourth place when it comes to culture, you can leapfrog. Is something like cultural heritage or Cold War or professional sports. So hopefully she get what she wants, right? 5122. 5122 fascism again. Why is it so popular among AI Civ? I don't know. Oh, by the way, there's no better balance spot. This one is just the vanilla game mechanics, except just the AI stronger. We're modded. Okay, military. When it comes to culture, therefore they are pretty, pretty similar when it comes to tourism. Teddy Roosevelt has better defense, but a poor offensive tourism. And the other four others who are struggling when it comes to culture. When it comes to science, no one's even studying the space program. Domination, no, this is 2211. And there are two split. 22111 again. No. Yeah, 22111. Industrial era is going to end in 10 tons. Okay, let Nika and plot. So Poland has started island hopping. Because these major landmarks, they're still unsettled because they're far away. Let Nika and plot. Okay, with the south, Muscat is Halab is founded in the middle of the tundra. Barca as well. When it comes to Brazil, America, they didn't found any new cities. The north is part of the contiguous area anyway. And then when it comes to the others, let's look at industrial era and settlements. Okay, Gulu Mapu looks like there's less population than it was at its peak. Fortaleza at 12, Gulu Mapu 13, Rio de Janeiro 11, Amsterdam at 12, Charleston at 16. Charleston, I think, is the largest city. Paris at 13. Aachen at 8. Aachen is the largest city currently at 18. Yes, 18. So that turn to 85. Is that turn to 85? Lublin is founded. Another instead of island hopping, it's right there. Lublin, I guess. Lublin. Houston's in the middle of the tundra. In the future, maybe atomic era, there will be a mine built for uranium. But for now, it's not really. Currently, Catherine is leapfrog when it comes to tech, but when it comes to Lautaro and Catherine, Lautaro has way more science per turn, and Brazil is going even further ahead. The specialization is going to pay off because Pedro is really good for great people, and Golden Age doesn't really affect it because it's so far away. Industrial era ending in 3 tons. Lafton, okay, when it comes to this, is there any wars currently? Yatviga, and Catherine still have war, but I don't think it's going to matter since when it comes to not when it comes to army. When it comes to army, yeah, navy, nobody really built navy except Frederick Barbarossa. Because most of these are just land. Land. Federal Barbarossa is in peninsula and a limited space, so it makes sense. Right? When it comes to score, the world enters modern era. Let's see who. No one in the golden age. Okay, yeah, we got Dark Age, Lautaro Dark Age, Saladin Dark Age. Okay. This is the modern era is the era of the Dark Ages. Lautaro Dark Age. I mean Frankfurt is going to flip. These three are in Dark Age, the rest is Normal Age. All three are in the same continent, by the way. Same continent. Rotterdam still have the rocking line infantry. Yeah, so let's look. Look at the attack pattern. Yeah, Brazil is currently far ahead, followed by Lautaro, followed by Frederick Barbarossa. Frederick Barbarossa finally has a pretty good science pattern, free from this ridiculous amount of people from Aachen and Magdeburg. And if Frankfurt flips, rebels, it's going to. I think it's likely to flip Germany. Therefore regain the lost land. Okay, Buffalo is a new city for America. Water in the modern era. Okay, let's look at Pedro. Is Pedro a boy with anyone? No. But no good relations either. Okay, Catherine Medici. Catherine Medici at war with Jadwiga. Jadwiga. Yep, just a one-on-one war, but it's not like it's going to change anything. The Eye of the Sahara is going to get worked by the builders. How many tons before fleet? 7 tons. You're still building dams. You can see espionage. Okay. Where is this settler going? I don't think you are going to in the middle of the because there's no yield. Like nothing. This is the absolutely useless Panama Canal. Porto Alegre to Rio de Janeiro. The Minas Gerais, but where is he going to go? Maybe he can go for the defense force around this area. Rio de Janeiro, Porto Alegre. That's it. Or maybe support the troops at was Buffalo. And Buffalo is a small area, but we are wonder. EQ is a wonder. Wait, let me search for it. EQ, what does it do? Plus 50% production when protecting wonder industry in adjacent towns. So it's only useful for one building, not really useful for players. Frankfurt is flipping. The dam isn't going to finish. And then you look at the Mamu. Okay, when it comes to this, let's look at religion. When it comes to religion, Germany is leading. For like Brazil and Jadwiga, this is a black horse. Definitely. Religion. 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. I guess I give it trade off for building tall. It's a wide because you cannot build wide anyway. Okay. Let be right back. Here's some just okay. 1, 2, 3. That's 1, 2, 3. Are you ready? Let's go. Shift enter and we continue. Okay, this is what is this great general? Marina Raskova. Marina Raskova 24 air slots. Air slots is in went to fly, so I guess he's going for it soon, right? No, but I see space bots. Space bots. Is it in the atomic era right now? Yes, atomic era. Modern era is Catherine Lautaro. And then the rest in the industrial era. When it comes to civics, there are four in the atomic era. Yeah, we got modern, and the other three industrial. I guess this is going to be a trigger point for the next, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, we got okay. The Hermitage is going to be completed soon. The hydroelectric dam coming after coal power plant. Okay, Frankfurt, you can just play the waiting game. Germany, you can just play the waiting game. Are you at war with anyone? The answer is no. No, no, no. Okay, so yeah, Viga and Catherine is the current. This current war is going to flip to Frankfurt. That will be good news for Germany. Lublin has expanded to include the wheat town that will be good for growth. You just need a builder. They have to race between Washington and Paris when it comes to the Hermitage. Not Paris, Amboise. And Amboise is ready in Sweden and it's going to be done first. What will be compensation then? I don't know. A Ruhr Valley is going to be soon be done in Kalai. Okay, 3 to 111 when it comes to culture. Okay, Catherine is a little bit ahead when it comes to offensive and defensive by Roosevelt. When it comes to science victory, okay, Lautaro is ahead in tech, but when it comes to science button, Pedro is ahead, Lautaro is ahead when it comes to this, probably for computers. Okay, let's go to tech. Okay. Fortaleza. So when it comes to this industrialization, computers, Lautaro from telecommunications. Yep, I knew it because it's going for computers. Computer means drones, seawalls, flood barriers, and as well as extra tourism. That telecommunication is going just for submarine as well as social media civic, which which is researching. Though you might have to abandon the social wait for the Eureka to really trigger. Yep, Frankfurt is now part of Germany at 10 people. That's the third largest city in Germany out of 5. 307. There will be a lot of science boosts for Germany because it's now can compete with everyone else. It's currently at 4th place, ahead, well, still behind Catherine by a long shot, on par with Bomos. And a little bit ahead of Saladin. When it comes to culture, diplomatic victory, Mapuche's clear 12 points ahead. And because of religion, clear 2-2-1-1-1. Because I think one of it loses. I think the battleground state is Mapuche's land, Oxford, Oxford leapfrog, Mapuche's tag, Mapuche. Pedro had entered the information era and he's going for communicate. And here we go. Is there any war buffalo? Mass media, social media. Some go for social media, some go for mass media. Cast. And there's a globalization. Globalization is the other information era. Civic. Is it information or atomic? Globalization. Yeah, information era civic on par with social media. Which the trio, Teddy, Pedro, Lautaro in this area. Okay, Catherine of Medici is coming soon. Catherine Medici. Barbarossa, Yawiga, Wilhelmina in the modern era, and Saladin is still in the industrial era when it comes to civics. Hatin is really went for it. He really went for it. Okay, let's look at the CO2 situation. There's still no climate change. The largest contributor is Brazil, which is large, vast area as well as coal again. There's solar by now. This one, is it coal power plant from Salvador? Coal or oil? Yep, coal power plant. Space race is coming. When it comes to science victory, none of it has none of it go for the science victory path yet because you need spaceport to do anything. When it comes to culture, okay, Catherine Medici is ahead, but it's not like it's going to win anytime soon. Pedro and Pedro is keeping up. Teddy Roosevelt is going for flight. Okay, when it comes to research, there are still 3 in the industrial era, while 2 has been in the information era. This is a large gap, by the way, from the religious Saladin, Yadviga, and the one stuck in the corner, Wilhelmina, to the 2 largest of Lautaro, who uses Golden Age as a weapon, and Brazil, opens Golden Age as a weapon, not his own. I'm him gonna get back to a former glory. Yep. Okay, Victoria, Campinas, Brasilia. And when it comes to Civic, who's ahead? The trio. And yeah, Saladin. Saladin is in a horrible state. Just look at how poor the land is. In fact, the largest city is Aleppo at 13, which Mapuche has a few. Hue Mapu at 13, Ngulu Mapu at 13, Nak Mapu at 12, there's a couple. And when it comes to Poland, the largest city, let me say, is Krakow at 12. In France, there will be Paris at 12. Germany, 19, closing 20 at Aachen. Charleston at 18. Brazil probably have less. Yeah, 13. 9, 10. Yeah. Aachen is currently has the largest city, close to 20. But we are now really than 300. Okay, Porto Alegre. Let's look at Pedro. He's the light infantry army. They're not at war. A lot of light infantry everywhere. Brazil has been starting to build the spaceships right there. Launch, launching of satellites. The military engineer probably going to start building railroads. That's for some golden age points. Okay, lots. They're going for Wing Hussar army. Wing Hussar. Arabia, you are going to move forward with a pretty bad relationship with Viga, right? Yeah, denounce. India stuck. Okay, currently no one's at war with each other. Okay, that's Newton. So yeah, monarchy, fascism at war with Jadwiga, the monarchy at war with Catherine, fascism, and then this one is monarchy, then this classical republic and monarchy. Yep, currently the only war isn't really going to be active because you have to between a country in the middle, two nations with a country in the entire empire in the middle. It's a Mapuche. This okay. I am sure that this is a spy operation because this is 80 barbarian 80 in the middle of an empire. Not going to happen if it's normal spawn or something, or is it low amenities? Mm-hmm. Okay, is the power is the religion continental appeal central government political is it? No. Rocketry, Lautaro going for rocketry. Brazil for combustion. Okay, so science, is it going for yeah, okay, that one is not yet done, but soon. 2 turns left. Yes. So but they're using lives to build this. Look at the population. Slowly starving. Yeah, Brazil going for science victory. And when it comes to culture, no one's even close. With 44. Then comes religion, no one's even close. 32111. Sorry, that's 32111. And diplomacy, yeah, not even close. Brazil is ahead when it comes to score. Okay, the food. Telecommunications. Catherine is going for telecommunication. That's the first industrial. That's the first information era. Lautaro and Pedro are the first ahead when it comes to science. He's the third. Catherine is the third tiger. The third lion of science. Then two from modern era. Barbarossa, Roosevelt, and the other three. They're quite far behind. However, Barbarossa is okay in science by now because, well, sure, there's only a few cities. But look at this. Handful cities, Aachen 20 people, Frankfurt 11, Magdeburg 18. These are all tall cities. Plus, they're actively researching science, so that will help too. And when it comes to civics, did anyone go for future era tech, future era civic by now? No. Currently, there are 4 in the information era, 4 in modern, and even earlier. Yep, it becomes the 4 and 4, the huge divide. The huge divide is here. Refining, okay, combustion, economics, and normal. Uh, Hopefully, there isn't a crash. Okay, it's fine. When it comes to religion, they're currently at the tug of war. Okay, when it comes to battlefield, they're all stable front lines. This wars really happened by now, if ever. Yeah, we got still going for refining. Saladin's going for flight. Barbarossa going for. Wait, Barbarossa is not. Okay, Barbarossa is actually a little bit ahead of them. We have Mina. They're horrible in science. And what comes to civics, they're also bad at civics. Saladin. Yeah, we have Mina. Yep, the three again. Barbarossa is also bad at civics, but at least you can compensate with a little bit more science. I can see U-boats. U-boats are getting produced. Corazas. There's what? Estadio do Maracanã. Estadio Maracanã. Estadio. I think this stadium. Estadio Maracanã. Yeah, two amenities in each city. Okay, okay. Is there a war going on? Is there a war going on? Yeah, we got. Just yeah, we got. Which isn't going to do anything when it comes to Roosevelt. Roosevelt, because of steam power, it's it's a culture steam, but it's offensive pretty bad. 27, and they're going slowly getting thrown away by Pedro, who has way more land to work with. Science, Pedro has already done satellite, and moon landing is coming soon. Again, using life to do it. 3 turns of star vision. Launch moon landing. Use staff to send people to the sky. Yikes. But at least it works for you, I guess. Okay, look at France. Is there any effort to build the opera house? The answer is no. Nuclear submarines can be built. Modern era sending soon. Why? Why? Okay, when it comes to score, Curry, Pedro's father hand score, Science. Yep, even throwing away even Lautaro. Lautaro is 200 plus, Pedro 300 plus, and the rest can't even catch up to the headlights of Lautaro. In fact, the place in 129 is only a little more than half than, well, Mapuche earns. And when it comes to culture, again, Pedro had the most, then Lautaro. No, Pedro is second, Catherine is first, they are competing. Then Lautaro is a distant third. Look at culture, 60-35. Yeah. With the ones with highest is good with Pedro. Of defensively, offensively is Catherine 60. Tourism. And Saladin, let's just say, is given up when it comes to culture or science or even domination. Religious is going to be his only shot, but it's still far away. When it comes to diplomatic, diplomatic It's not even good. Sure, there's 9 points. But at this point of the game, we are talking 344. Okay, Lautaro is at war with Jadwiga. Yes. And Krakow is the Polish capital. I think Lautaro is an attacker. He's the one declaring war. Wait, Jadwiga also at war with. Again, the forever war that's never touched. Catherine. Okay, let's look at the others. Let's look at Pedro. Is Pedro at war with anyone? The answer is no. It comes to eras. Okay, once the era's over, Poland is going to have a hard time dealing with this. Because in the Golden Age, wait, is it? Yeah, 1420133. Modern era ends in 4 turns. Okay, let's look at the text. Okay, so replacement parts, steam power, Lautaro's going for combustion. 97 defense. That's the largest. That's the best defense Jadwiga can have. 99. Sure, he can heal, but we got talking 400 here. Okay, there's a railroad network has been built from Paris to Bordeaux. When it comes to Brazil, is there any? The answer is no. There isn't any railroad built in this place. For America, there's none. Arabia, obviously not going to happen. Mapuche, there is indeed a railway network from Puerto Mapu to Munu Mapu to Western Mapu. That is a pretty vast network to say the least. Your head don't even Coraza. This is not what you're supposed to do. Yep, you should pair it with the artillery. Man, you make it like a purely recon unit. Archer core? Oh, it's a levy. Okay, okay. It's a levy that fight. Is there any cities that overtook? Okay, moon landing has been done. Is there any city that overtook Archer when it comes to size? Okay, let's look at the atomic era who get the golden age. There are 4 golden age, 4 normal age. Yamika golden age, Lautaro golden age, Fabrosa golden age, Pedro golden age, everyone else normal age. Okay. Astadio is going to be coming soon. Wait, which 4 them? Okay, okay. Lautaro and Yamika had hearing age. That means stronger Lautaro armies. Yes, stronger Lautaro armies against Krakow and Lodz. Manhattan project is going to be built here. Okay, when it comes to science, not score science. Yeah, moon landing is done, but the nanotechnology is not yet. Let's look at the research. Yeah, there are three in the information era, but none of them have gone through nanotechnology just yet. Atomic era, that's Barbarossa. There are three in the modern era, and the one furthest back, industrial era, that's Wilhelmina. Wilhelmina. Yeah, even last in terms of number of technology research. Oh boy. When it comes to civics, Saladin's first to the back. Yep. And then there's three. Pedro has entered the future era. That's really far ahead. Like our culture. Yep, 1849. But Pedro have way more defense tourism. When it comes to religion, it's currently at 32111. Domination, no one has done anything yet. Just yet. Because Frankfurt is the only one that changed hands multiple times. Nantes just once. And then the city race, like that was the former city before Arnhem, and it was raised up from the ashes. Catherine now going for rocketry, global warming mitigation. Okay. That's one of the future era civics, right? Global warming mitigation is the first. Is the first future era civic. Future civics. Future civics. Yep, that's a runaway one. Look at what future civic can do. FUTURE. Future civic. Yep. Have completed multiple times, increasing towards points score one also one governor title and 50 diplo favor. Each time is completed. The governor points is a lot, right? Okay, so no one has nuclear bombs yet, but Pedro has uranium, has the largest army to date. The second one being Frederick Barbarossa. Back to that. Oh, okay. I need to move it in the middle of the ocean to click. Double click. Why is it not responding? Come on. Come on. Okay. Done. There's a war happening. Let's look at Germany. You are at war with. You are friends with Jadwiga. At war with Catherine. Catherine, you are at war with both of them. Yeah. And Lautaro. You are at war with Jadwiga. So it's currently at two fronts with Germany. And in the west, Germany Catherine war as well as Mapuche, Lautaro. Between Lautaro and Jadwiga. Currently, they are both at stalemate. Okay, Brazil is there any war? The answer is zero. He's friends with the furthest to the back, and that's well, Wilhelmina. The bad relations with everyone else. Boston, Boston, Charleston, this area. They're going for Film Studio. Film Studio is coming. When it comes to science, yeah. Lautaro is building the Earth satellite 2 turns away. At Ngulumapu. Ngulumapu, here we go. Look at the wall. Okay, this one does have the observation balloon. Do you pair it with artillery or rocket artillery? Hopefully you do. Okay, now Pedro is going for stealth bombers. Is it a take and attack though? Stealth technology is a dead and attack. Yep. I guess it's going for stealth bomber. Is it going for war or something? I don't know. Project Ivy. Look at the army. Is there any nukes? Zero. Pedro have the largest army for the Mina. Mina has a lot of the cores. Okay, lost is losing population. Probably need to defend itself, isn't it? It's the war. Frankfurt. Mm-hmm. Okay, this one's going for carbon capture. Carbon recapture, what does it do? Carbon recapture. Okay, this one is reduce the lifetime carbon emissions at 50 and 30 per ever. Climate, now it's phase 1. With Brazil having the most and France second. It's science victory, I guess. For science victory, yep. There's a rocketry. Moon landing is probably going to be the next project. Yep, it is. Moon landing. It's basically science victory project. Mapuche was in Brazil. There's some culture. Culture catching the hit, but it's so far behind that it's a long shot to even compete. Yep, this is probably going to be another science victory round, right? And probably slower than the Lincoln one. This one's the religion. Look at the religion one. It's currently at 32111. Yeah, like it has always been. When it comes to Brazil, okay, there's so many cities as usual. Largest city, Amsterdam in Netherlands. For Brazil, that's face. He conquered it. When it comes to America, that's Charleston at 19. For Saladin, this is Aleppo at 14. For Jadwiga, this is Krakow again at 14. For France, that's Paris at 13. For Mapuche, that's Mulumapu and Nakmapu, both at 14 each. And for Germany, that's Aachen at 21. When it comes to research, okay, Barbarossa is catching up, Jadwiga's catching up, Teddy Roosevelt is falling behind in science. When it comes to tech town, yeah. Pedro Lautaro. Pedro and Lautaro are two lions with Catherine falling behind because Frederick Barbarossa is playing catch up. Pedro Roosevelt 46, Jadwiga 45, Saladin and Wilhelmina at the first to the back 42. Okay, Rotterdam. Okay, this is Amsterdam Rotterdam Railway. It comes to victory time. It's nanotechnology. Brazil is going for Martian colony soon. It's going for Martian colony soon. And then economics. Okay. Going for another engineer. I guess because there's currently not really any wonders to build available for Paris. Frankfurt is starting to build tanks. Okay. Helicopter for Wewen Mapu. Moon landing is coming soon as well. Germany spreading religion all the way. Okay, let's look at how Frankfurt be able to catch up. Let's look at. Oh wait, I need to click at the top. Yeah, Frankfurt. Right, Frederick Barbarossa. Come on, man. Are you going to crash this way? Please. Okay. You do indeed loot, but only for a moment. Yep. It just crashed. Crash out. It just crashed, so yeah, we have to wait another moment for it. We need to wait for another moment. It just crashed. Be right back. Okay, let me take down the headphones for one moment, just one moment. Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen? Is it good? Again. I guess it's because the CPU overload or something. I'm using my laptop, by the way, not some high-end PC. Nah. Just laptop. Left, right, left, right. Are you religious? If you want to talk about anything, go ahead. It's your chance now. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, continue. Okay, the helicopter is being revealed. Okay, the moon landing is coming. We are currently at round 372. We are not even close. Wait a minute, I don't. Okay. Pedro is going for the future era tech. Yep, your future era tech. Predictive system is one of the first 4 attacks of the future. Lautaro's going for nanotech. Catherine for refine. There's no safe spot so far. Moon landing. What's it? Martian colony. Not yet. I guess it's the nuclear submarine firing at something. Nuclear sub. So it's not a nuclear bomb. No, it's not. No one has it yet. Go back to text. Okay, let's look at who's at war with who. Lautaro's at war with Pedro and Catherine. Catherine's at war with Lautaro, Barbarossa, and Jadwiga. Pedro, yeah, just at war with Lautaro. Okay, so we have Mina and Jadwiga allied, and then okay. I see, I see. Okay, the large islands currently settled by Poland and Brazil, Tano and Sao Paulo respectively. North, well, with Mapu and Warsaw are quite close to each other, but not quite neighbors. There's still ocean in the middle. Golden Gate from Trio to Aachen, not good. But is there any? But there isn't any good spot for it. No. Frankfurt is currently stopped growing, probably because of lack of housing. Okay, let's look at Frankfurt. Oops, I can't see. No way I can see. Okay, predictive systems. Lautaro is going for predictive systems as well. Mercenaries? Wait a minute. Now I see why there was so Pedro doesn't. Now I see why Pedro doesn't upgrade the chariots because he never researched the mercenaries that long ago. A tank is coming, but at 108 defense, it isn't going to do anything. Moon landings coming soon. 16 turns at Pikul Mapu. Submarine? Really? Why is he doing that? Like, what? There's a useless submarine. Salui, another useless submarine. Smart Materials, Pedro's going for the 4th stage, but the Martian Colony project hasn't even started yet. Does anyone else start? No. 13193. Okay, starting to get cash out, I guess. 32111. Diplomatic victory. Mapuche is leading. By the way, the culture victory is 4-4, right? Culture. Yep, 4-4. Lautaro falling behind on both counts. Off-world mission is coming, is researching. Okay, I guess it's the spy's job. Thaddeus, Water, Thaddeus, Water, Grace. The spies are doing things to destroy the spaceship projects. Brazil should be building spies, not 80s. Okay, when it comes to warfare, they are all pretty stable when it comes to the front lines. Because, well, everyone do focus on military to some extent. Catherine have researching future civics, Lautaro as well. Even Teddy, the orange future era, going for future civics. Mimo Saladin stuck at modern era. When it comes to research, yeah, modern era, we too have entered the future era. So yeah, Saladin is probably going to have the worst day compared to everyone else. In Rockload, I think this is a Polycity that flipped and it's going to be stable with the pressure from Arabia. Hatin has 4 people but it's stuck there. Train athletes, oh yep, that one. He is in it. A way to gain some culture as well as victory points. Diplomacy, 14. Okay, wait, culture victory was gone. Okay, Amboise is building planes. No one have nukes for now. When it comes to Air Force, Pedro have 4 planes. Catherine has 3. No one else has. Artillery is in the build. Okay, Arabia has because there's limited space. Come on. Here we go. Come to army. Pedro have the largest. Wilhelmina, the close. Oh wow! Someone just summoned the barbarians in the city. All the modern 80 are wrecking havoc. It must be spies, nothing else. Though the silver lining for Mapuche is that the moon landing project is built in Piku Mapu, not Nguru Mapu. Future Tech is researching when it comes to science. Look at Pedro. Pedro just stopped after moon landing, probably is going for. Okay, Atomic Era is ending soon. Okay. Wait. Is Brazil not going for science victory at all? That's a false move. Pedro should go for science victory given the context. Yeah. Because when it comes to culture, offensive, it's starting to fall behind. When it comes to offense, religion, they're saying Taco War, domination, no one really cares. Score victory, you are ahead. Era is ending soon, with many going for future civics. Saladin is really horrible civics and tech because it's last place on both counts. And then when it comes to domination, no one really cares. And when it comes to religious victory, Saladin's religion is currently the lowest of them all. When it comes to now, we are entering phase 2. Yes, we are entering phase 2. This will be a slower game overall. Brazil at 1299, currently the largest, the second largest. France. Okay. We're currently entering turn 395. Argentina currently doing more spies and infantry. Is there any wars right now? Pedro and Mapuche. But the navy is all in the wrong places, right? Rio de Janeiro, Panama Canal. Sure, theoretically you can be in a canal to connect the sea, but there's harbor blocks the path. And here, wait, the coffee town is currently flooded. You have to wait until probably going to wait for climate change level 4 or something. The off-world mission, Lautaro is going for off-world mission. Wait. Now I go for Martian colony, but the progress is very slow. Mulu Mapu has no secrets right now because, well, they're all gone. Spies infiltrated everywhere. Okay, Saladin is still going for steel. It was that far back. That far back. Atamera did Hagia Sophia. Okay. Paul is going for religion. Is now at level 3. Roosevelt have a negative contribution. It's a carbon thing. Carbon recapture certainly played a point here. Again, the largest Brazil followed by France. They're both building nukes. Okay, Federico Barbarossa finally going for globalization when it comes to tech. Barbarossa has entered information era. The information era has been here, it's here. Look at the era. Okay, Catherine Golden Age, Roosevelt Golden Age, Yadviga Dark Age, Lautaro Dark Age, Pedro Dark Age. The three others, normal age. Saladin normal age, right? Saladin normal age. Yadviga, these three are in Dark Age. Okay, just look at this. Taruga, this Chingeti. Let's see, Pikomapus going for the Mars colony. Okay, Fortaleza is doing GDR. Just have robots. Nuclear bomb, and a nuclear bomb. The nuclear submarine, and a giant death robots, 1, 2, and this was the campus. Brazil leading in science, but only because the number of technologies, Lautaro is actually going to pursue it. And culture, Roosevelt is kicking up the steam. It's currently 168, Catherine 178. Lautaro is falling behind, but still far ahead than everyone else. Like Yakliga Saladin. Hello, okay. Nuclear fusion. Lautaro had just started the future tech research before going for the others. Catherine Medici, Barbarossa, the ones in information era, atomic era, Roosevelt and Yaviga. Modern era, Saladin and Wilhelmina. Wilhelmina is also in a really poor spot. Wilhelmina. Yeah, is allowed Yaviga. Friends with the other two. No wars nonetheless. And then we have Catherine. Catherine is at war with both Jadwiga and Frederick Barbarossa. But look at this. I can see it should be fine. The Infernal Machine, the Gundam Robot, the Dragon Doorstep Frankfurt. Even an upgraded is going to be pretty powerful. Sure, there's still weaknesses because it's not upgraded, but it's not zero, right? So Brazil should have the other giant death robots. Started to get really laggy by now. We're currently on turn 408. When it comes to world climate, we're currently at phase 4. Phase 4, there's already some submerge, which makes a canal possible to build it. Well, but it's still a coast town by now. Climate change. The significant contributor is indeed Brazil, Catherine. Yep, Pedro and Catherine. So yeah, Roosevelt is a net carbon sink. The gap between Catherine and Roosevelt is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Okay, both Lautaro and Pedro have done the Martian colony. And when it comes to exoplanet, they're probably going to pursue each, right? Yep. And Brazil is faster. Now you're going back to kick up the steam. When it comes to culture, yep, they're going smaller and smaller. Look at the religion is 32111. Future Civic is getting researched again and again. Sao Paulo, there's a jet bomber here. If he wants to do something, he can. Look at the army side. Pedro have 3 nuclear bombs. Lautaro have 1 atomic bomb. Hopefully no one's going to use it. The MAD is there. For a reason. Rotterdam, okay, so let's look at this. So stealth technology, okay, Lautaro, it's going for guidance missile. Pedro for future attack that increases speed of production, is it? Let me search. Future attack, that's 5% production towards city projects. Yup, there's the space projects included. Like this one. Launch exoplanet expedition. This culture, the gap is getting even smaller by now. Then again, Pedro is excellent at defensive culture, so probably it's a science victory. Really late game. William Apu is going for Operation IB. Then Mapu, part of the Wampu has sunk so much. Okay, let's look at the world climate. Yep, that's still phase 4. Where was the expected sea level rise though? It's 4 tons, 3 tons. CO2 level is growing up fast. But no one really cares. A global temperature 2.9%, 2.9 degrees Celsius, or by 50%. Changes from ancient era with setting this disaster intensity is too moderate. I can hear rock bands. Rock bands is starting to get utilized probably by France or something. Or maybe Mapuche, Brazil, or America. It's everyone's game. Monster Mac of Giant Death Robot. Okay, this one is another Giant Death Robot's coming. Exoplanet Expedition is coming in 3 turns. Which on the other side, holy side doesn't really matter much. Okay, there was siege there. Okay. Is the countdown started? Next turn. Okay. Score victory is gonna be out by now because 50 turns, 50 turns. So currently it's turn 419 plus 50 is 469. Hmm. So yeah, Brazil becomes the first to launch. Wait, that's the exoplanet expedition. Oh yeah, next turn. Yep, it just done. The fourth one is currently traveling that one light year button. It's going to speed up really soon. Look at this, just 3 turns. Mulu Mapu's currently having deep trouble. Okay, that's a jet fighter. There's a lot more future attacks. When it comes to culture, Cruiser will now overtook. Catching when it comes to culture. And then when it comes to diplomatic, Mapuche is 14, Yabiga 14. What is that? Carnival. Carnival, I guess this is for amenities, I guess. Carnival. President Union Project 1 amenity when active and Great Person Bonds once finished. Carnival, okay. That's a unique project by Brazil. Okay. That's rock bands. Little sleepy. I'm a little sleepy. So, yep, the wars are still isn't going to deal with much except, well, Mulumapu setback because every getting raised by the rebels. It says barbarians, but still. Yep, this is 5 city wonder to be honest. Or Germany. Because it's ahead of even, well, Jatbiga when it comes to technology. And civics, they are on par with each other. No, they are now. Barbarossa is now further ahead. Because of Brazil, there's so many art. I mean, there's some low resource issue. We can expect science victory for now. Yep, 3 light years per turn. It's going at 3 light years per turn, so divide by 3, less than 20 turns left. And when it comes to score, Brazil is going to be at the commanding position as well. Though score per turn isn't going to be that pretty though, with longer turn times compared to 399. Okay, this one. Mars 2000 becomes part of the sea. It's now phase 5. Carbon by resource. Coal is indeed the most polluting part. 2.5 meters next sea level change in 9 turns. Let's look at the south. Dijon. No. Where was it? There's the Antananarivo. Rapa Nui. Is it the north? No. Bologna. It's by the sea. Muscat. Yeah, Muscat. This was ice. This in this tile ice. And now it's melted. Antananarivo is now deeply initially these two was ice, so it's not possible. Now it's super deep. You can go now. Preslav is now flooded all around. This is 3 meters. 3 meters is going to have some resistance. Okay, signs. They're going 5 light years per turn. 5 light years per turn. That's cruising victory with a high production. Pico Mapu super slow exoplanet expedition is not going to win now. When it comes to culture victory, yep, they're still too far away. Domination, no need to say. Religion, no need to say. There's no one even close. Diplomacy. Look at overall. Yeah. Give or take 4 turns. Seven light years per turn. Yep, Salvador Daba here becomes the working machine because every 3 turns a space station is done. That's ridiculously fast. We have the army, nuclear bombs, Pedro, Lautaro, Catherine. There are now 3 powers, 3 nuclear powers in the era. No, it doesn't matter anymore. Future civic is research. We have Mina still in modern era. That's really bad. Cold loss. Saladin is atomic era. At least not modern era. One turn left. Here we go. Brazil won the game. And I'm going for a calculation time to see who's going to be the rankings, and I will show you the match standings before the stream ends. So yeah, be right back. We need to wait for a little longer. As the game refuses to load. Okay. Yes. Okay, I'm going to continue calculation. Just please wait. Okay, here we go. So yeah, combined with round one, you can see that Pedro. Wait, I forgot. 433. Okay. So Pedro, because of the longer winning turn count, it ended up in second place. Link had a faster victory time. So yeah, Pedro should. Pedro is too slow for that. And now, for the first tiebreaker, sure, score button is even higher when it comes to score as well. Yeah, because this one wants you to win as soon as possible. Next, we have Magnificent Catherine at 6th place. I mean, at 7th place. That means the rest have a better winning chance. I mean, the rest, even the game one, many of them have the better score compared to even Magnificent Catherine, Joao, Peter, Theodora, Cleopatra. Yep, they have the highest point. So yeah, and then after Methodist, after Catherine, Bomo's at 10th place. Bomo's at 10th place. This means that there's only one worse than it. Well, in game one, is worse than him. Frederick, Yadviga, Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is actually the absolute. Gilgamesh Siondo. Siondo is actually absolute worst. So absolute worst in game one, and yet Yamina and Saladin are still even worse than him. Look at this. Siondo is 1.9 score per turn. Yamina and Saladin is just 1.5, 1.4 respectively. So thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye. Still here? I'm ending stream soon.